man, it's let y'all people go. You built this defiled nation up off our backs, yo. 400 years, but sweat and tears can't get that back, no. Matter of fact, you need to pay us what you owe us. Keep your acres and your mules, man, it's let y'all people go. America was never great, it's the home of mistreated slaves. They packed us on wooden boats and set sail over Atlantic waves. They beat us and raped us and gave us idols to praise. Shortened our time of existence because we turned from y'all's way. But now they putting drugs on planes and boats and shipping it to America Post. Distributed coast to coast, infest the hood and say no to drugs. Hypocritical slogans like up with hope and down with dope. They tell you to go and vote, but you think that matter, it really don't. Obama paid the way to legalize rights for gays. He signed off on the NDA, so now due process done away. Trump gave the stimulus check, but did what they did next. They locked the country down and now our immune system's out of whack. They pushing COVID virus vaccine made in only 12 months. Like Evil Knievel, they pulling stunts. You know they trying to get rid of us. Your history for the blood and dust, but you know you really scared of us. So please tell me how you plan to make North America.
We about to get into, well, it ain't really a topic, but we about to get into a decent conversation, a decent subject. And once again, it's your boy Abiah at the Spit Your Truth podcast. This is Moreh and our beloved brother Moreh, Achi'ka, and this is the Sabbath Talk. The Sabbath Talk. And we about to talk Sabbath, and we about to talk some good stuff. So, Shalom, bro. How everything going? How you doing, man? How's everything going with you today?
Well, I'm doing great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My screen is kind of freezing up.
Yeah. I'm having the internet. Last week, y'all, was a power outage. Now it's the internet outage this week. I don't know, man. The devil don't. he trying his hardest. The adversary's trying his hardest. Yeah, the devil or whatever people want to call him, you know. But yeah, man. So I want to talk about today, man. Say what now? Yeah, Ha Satan. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you want to talk about?
So what I want to talk about, man, is, you know, like I've been seeing like over the week, like, you know, because I drive over the road. Well, not over the road. I drive trucks and I drive over the night. And usually I look at, you know, sometimes I look at social media to try to keep me woke. And all I've been seeing here lately is about this EBT, this SNAP, and, you know, Trump and ICE and Trump building this, and they giving the money to the foreigners, and that's where the tax money going, and it's just, I'm like, people need to stop, like, for real. Like, I just really think that, you know, and I'm starting to see a lot of people trying to use scripture too, and it's like, well, even if you use the Bible to try to justify your point, does not make your point valid. It just makes it concurrent with what you just, you know, you just fashion the Bible around your, you know, your topic or your point and prove the point with the Bible, I guess. I don't know. But I've been seeing a lot of people doing a lot of things. Women talking about they go, you know,
yeah, but is it
huh?
Is it true?
Yeah, and that's the thing though. And I wanted to talk about that too, because like now we have to understand that we living in the day and age of AI. So, you know what I'm saying? They can make an AI video, man, and it be like something totally like propaganda, and people be believing it, like, you know what I'm saying? So we got to really be careful about what we watching and what we you know what I'm saying, what we put into our ruachs, because hey, it's a lot of AI propaganda going on out here. But I have seen a lot of videos from real accounts of, you know, women and some people and men, you know, talking about if they don't get their SNAP benefits, you know, they go start putting up strapping on people and so I'm like, you know, and then the crazy part about it, bro, I seen a video, the sister was like, well, you know, she was like, yeah, man, they taking away the SNAP benefits, and but yeah, if they do, then If they do, then one Christian lady she said she was looking at a video and a Christian lady was like, yeah, this depend on trusting God. And she said, well, God put God allowed slavery. God allowed this. He's gonna let this go down. He gonna let that go down. And I'm like, she say, well, why would you depend on God for, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, well, people, man, nowadays you get that you get people that they go through things in their life and they turn their back on the Most High because they don't understand that it's a test or something that they need to be punished for because they went against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the self accountability comes in. So, what do you think? Because we use the scripture and all types of stuff, man.
Did you say punish?
Huh?
You said a lot of people are being punished, or they say a lot of people are going to be punished?
No, they said no. I'm saying, like, sometimes you for every cause and effect. So if you do something against the Most High, He's gonna do something against you, right? So
Hey, do you hear
I
your
think
music? Still hear some music in the background.
Okay, hold on. It must be still like
it's still popping.
My bad, y'all. Okay, there it goes. Is that better?
Yeah, that's probably going to help free up a little bit of the internet as well. Hey, here's my opinion. Okay. I think, and I know everybody's going to get mad at me. Okay. I think what's going to happen, I think it's the best thing could ever happen to our people.
Tell me why you say that.
It's the best thing ever.
Why you say
because
that?
It gives us an opportunity. Because it gives us an opportunity to find out which God you serve.
Oh, like is your God more powerful than mine? It can't
no, not only that, but see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, so everybody's under the notion that the God that we serve, right? That our God is not angry with us. They think that our God is on our side, and they think that He's blessing us while we're in the lands of our enemies, and they believe that they're highly favored, and all this kind of sort of stuff. So, me personally, I think this is the best thing that ever could have happened to the people. This is the best thing ever could have happened. Starvation is the best thing.
He said starvation. You right though, man. You right. I get you on that, bro.
Yeah. No, how does He get our attention? What drove us into Egypt? It was famine.
Right.
He tells us if you're going to have shame, this is what He said. There's the reality. Okay. In the book of Ezekiel, right, one of my faves, chapter number 34, he said, when I come and get you and I save you from the lands that you were scattered, that you will no longer have the shame of the Gentiles. You will no longer experience famine. So the famine is real. And what's going to happen is it's going to bring them to the idea they're going to really start calling out spiritually and physically. So a lot of people like to think about spiritual famine. It's a spiritual famine. You're not going to have bread, but it's the word of God that's going to be a famine. No. You're going to literally starve. Okay? And your life is going to be in the hands of your enemies. And He's going to show you who you are, where you're at, and He's going to show you who's in charge. Okay? This is Yah's hand. Okay? They like to say it's Trump. This ain't Trump. This is Yah. This is His hand. Right? So He's going to withhold food. And more specifically, not only are the other races are going to be affected, the poor whites, but primarily Black people We're going to starve.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the hottiness, all the gang banging, all the fighting and the thugged out and all this kind of stuff and cars and running around shaking your behind and your breasts hanging out, all that is about to stop.
Mm.
And they're going to jail. Okay. Most High is going to throw them in jail.
Yeah.
The National Guard is there. They dispatched the National Guard because they're setting it up for it to happen.
Yep, for it to happen. Yeah.
Because they know. So the idea, our Torah portion this week is about order out of chaos.
Okay.
So they're going to create order out of chaos. You understand? They're creating the chaos in order to bring in the order. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. So I'm excited about it.
He said, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Hey,
I'm excited.
You see, it's about to show. Huh?
Why I'm excited?
Why is that?
Because my stomach, I'm not going to be empty if y'all says the same. I'm not on Snap. I'm not on Snap. It ain't going to happen. God gives food to the ones who follow him. He said, David said, I have never seen the righteous forsaken or his children begging bread.
Begging bread.
Yah doesn't forsake the righteous.
He don't.
Yah does not forsake the righteous.
Gotta say he don't.
But they're going to find out that they've been serving the wrong God.
Yep. I've been bound down to that hippie on the stick.
So you're about to find out that if he loves you. That's what I'm asking. So anybody, I wish somebody would come on so I can talk to them who had an opposing view. But who knows? After they starve next month, who knows? They might be willing to come on and talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet they will be.
Yeah, I want to see what your God. I mean, you might not want to. You probably won't even post this show. You guys, I think that's too much, man. He's laughing
because it man, to me.
I challenge.
Say what now?
I challenge any of your listeners. I want you to come onto the show and tell me about your God that has helped facilitate not answering you when you're hungry. That's what I want to see. The one that saved you from your sins, but he can't save your stomach from losing your snap. Doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Oh, the kids are going to starve. Hey, you guys, children will feel the effects of the parents' transgressions. You're going to find out that the scripture is true.
Yep. Yep, they about to find out that it's real, man. And
it's passed down from the second and third generation of those who hate me.
Right. That and you know what, man? The crazy part about it is that people will sit here, they'll blame everything else except for, well, you can't blame God because it's just judgment. But you know what I'm saying? How you gonna blame the Most High? Like, you can't say, oh, it's your fault. Like, yeah, it is his fault. Like, it's righteousness though, because we was being wicked, you know. But I definitely feel that that a lot of people, like you said, man, it's about to be a shift in spirituality, and a lot of people about to either leave that man-made religion, the man-made religions, and turn back to the Most High, or either cling tighter to their deities, cling tighter to they false idol and they doctrines.
Hey, do you remember what Hey, did you remember what happened during COVID? Do you remember what happened during COVID?
Man, COVID was.
Do you remember all the Indian people that all them people were dying? And then they got so upset that they took their gods and threw them out in the streets and ran them over with bulldozers. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yah wants to hear from his people. That's why SNAP benefits are getting cut off. It's time for you to call out.
Yeah, it's time for y'all. It's time for us to call out. We've been tripping. We've been waiting. Now he got to make us do it. He got to put that up. Cause see, we've been living comfy over here. Like I can't say we've been living comfy. People got nice houses, drive around nice cars, got good jobs, food in their refrigerator.
Let's ask the question. Let's just be honest.
Huh?
Right. Everything's been good. Everybody's been going to the movies. Everybody's been watching cable. Everybody's been entertaining themselves. So let's see.
Right. So how do you feel about the martial law piece? Do you think that it was prophesied in scripture? And do you feel like, and if it was, then prove it to us?
No, I don't think that's when we talk about prophecy, right?
Right.
I don't know any place where it talks about martial law. I know that it talks about us suffering at the hands of our people. I mean, of the oppressor. It talks about what's going to happen to us, how we're going to be bruised and how we're going to be afflicted. Right. And we know the rule to prophecy. There's a rule that has to be followed when we're talking about prophecy. And the rule is this: you can't split up a prophecy. You can't make it apply to something that it don't supposed to apply to. Right? So if you say that it's a prophecy, you have to look at the complete context of it. You can't just strip it out of a text and say, well, this is what this says and this is what we're going through. And that's what a lot of people do because they want to gain, attention or notoriety by, talking about something out of the scripture in order to scare people or make them think something that is true. But the fact of the matter is while you're in the nations, you are going to suffer. And Yah is going to cause us to go hungry. Okay. Okay. So look, let me be clear. I'm not laughing and making a joke about people being hungry. I want to be clear. What I'm laughing about is the fact that they're going to be made to be fools. Okay. Just like it says, when your trouble comes upon you, I'm going to laugh at you. Right. So that's what I'm doing. I understand that. Because you and I have been told that there's another God and we've been lied to. So now the lie is that there's someone else that you can call upon, and you're going to be calling out to this God like the people who did back in the day when Elijah was trying to get them to find out if there was only one Elohim, and they were begging and crying and begging and cutting themselves and all kind of stuff.
Right.
Calling on their God, and that God never answered. So now it's time to see if God answers. Most High even tells us in the book of Deuteronomy, call out to him, see if he answers when your trouble comes. So that's what I'm laughing about, because it's true. Not that you're going on hungry, it's because you were dumb enough not to listen to the Most High. You're stupid enough to let somebody else tell you about your God.
Right.
That's what I'm laughing about. Not that you're going to be hungry, because your stomach, here's the trippy part. Okay, so in Hebrew, your stomach is your life. And it's called Kai. Okay, It's called Kai. Like, Kayim, Kai. So your life is your stomach in Hebrew. And we want to say everything is spiritual. But the fact of the matter is, the Most High will deal with your spirit through your physical. That's how he's going to get to us.
Right.
Okay. Well, what's the evidence of that? Where do you get that from? Where is the evidence about what you just said? Well, the evidence is found in the first book of the Bible, Genesis, chapter number 3. You understand? It could be 1, 2, and 3, but more specifically 3. You go against the command that you receive, I'm going to hit you physically. Okay? So the woman, what did he do to her? He hit her physically. You're going to be pain, go through pain through childbirth and bring it forth. And you're going to feel that pain in your bones when your pelvis is expanding from that big ball of a human being that weighs about 10 pounds. It's going to split you wide open. You're going to be crying out physically.
All right. Man.
How's he deal with men? I'm going to put you out into the field and have you work the soil, and ain't nothing coming out of her. And you're going to work hard, and you're going to be in pain. Where? In your bones. Physically. By the sweat of your brow. Because you didn't want to listen to the commandment. There you go. That's your evidence.
So, I mean, I definitely like, you know, every generation says we living in the last days. Every generation feels like they living in the last days, and then another generation comes along and basically, excuse me, y'all, basically says the same thing. So, like, and if we are living in the last days, like, what will be the sign of that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That the first sign that we have that we're in the last days is that he says in the days to come, you're going to start thinking about what's happened to you. So that's the first part of you in the last days. You would come to the knowledge that something's wrong. You'll start acknowledging that, why is all this happening to me? What is this curse about? Why are we suffering? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why when we call out to this God, ain't nothing happening? My mama and grandmama and all them was calling on this God, and ain't nothing changed. Our people are still zero. Okay, no wealth, no nothing, no resources. You know, no state of their own, no name, no recognition. Very simple. So that's to tell you that we're in the last days. It just don't have nothing to do with the weather. It has to do with the idea about what's happening to us as a people.
Right.
So wake up is that we're in the last days because we're waking up to the fact that there's something wrong. Okay. How could you be this great people? How could you be the fastest runners or the top athletes, and you could be the best singers on the face of the earth, and the most talented in pretty much everything you do, and you own less than 1% of all the wealth in the world? How is that possible? How is it possible that you're number one in heart disease? How is it possible that you're number one in prison imprisonment, incarceration? How is it that you're number one in diabetes? How is it number one in heart disease? How is it that you're number one in food stamps? How is it that you're number one in not owning any homes? How is it that you're number one in divorce? How is it in fatherless homes? How is it? So you're right. We are in the last days. And those are all physical. It's all physical. Heart disease is physical.
Right.
Diabetes is physical. Feel me? It's all physical. What is it? We are in the last days, that's for sure. You got that right.
Mm.
Yeah, it ain't hard. It's not a big mystery.
Right.
You know, are we a people? Do we have a name? Do we have name recognition? Or do we have a, okay, here it is. Why don't we have a table at the United Nations? Oh,
That's a good question.
let me not forget. According to the Constitution of the United States of America, are you and I identified as being 3/5 of a human being? And if so, why hasn't it been changed?
Oh, they not gonna change that.
Because you're
They'll
3/5.
change everything else before they change that.
That argument never comes up. Do you ever hear that? You're 3/5. That's all you got to remember. That you're less. You're 3/5.
Man, less than a man type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not a full complete human being. You're 3/5.
Right.
So what does that mean? Well, let's figure it out. You're around 60% of a man. That's 3/5.
Mm.
I don't look at you as 100%. You're 60%.
Right.
If you were 4/5, you would be 80%. You're 60% of a human being.
Mm.
What else should you say? What else can we say?
Ain't too much
Is
else.
there anything else to say besides?
I mean, we
You don't even have a table. Who is our representative?
Our representative. You said who our representative is?
At the United Nations.
Nobody. We don't even have a flag or a nation or a sovereign governing body to even, you know what I'm saying, to have a seat at the nations. We like that, like they said, like the clay feet and Daniel, you know.
Yeah, we're nothing. We're not even part. We're not even clay. You're not even that. You're not even that. You're not even the dust. You're nothing as a people.
Right.
They don't have no recognition. Where is our leadership? Who's our leaders? Where are they? What's their names? What tribe are they from? Do they follow the Torah? No, there is no leadership. We're a people that don't even have a shepherd.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Christ is the shepherd. I forgot.
But this is the thing though, and I get a lot of Christians, I get people that believe in him. Like I kind of get it. But this is the thing: if you've been believing in this deities, this certain type of religion for so long, and you done went through more L's, you done had more downs than ups in your life. Something need to change. You know, something should click in your head. Like, man, you know what? I don't think this right.
Hey, but what should change? What is he looking for to change?
I guess in your ruach, ain't he? Your actions, your thought.
Yeah, he's looking for us to change. He's looking for us to change.
Right.
That's what he's looking for. So you're right. A change has to happen. If we're sitting around waiting for some other person or entity to make it happen for us, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it ain't.
No, it's not happening. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's a lost cause. So the fact of the matter is that we're people without a shepherd. And the Most High said, go again, my favorite chapter, Ezekiel chapter 34, says that I'm going to fire the rest of these shepherds, and then I'm going to go get them myself. Because our shepherds have done us dirty. They've done us wrong. Yah is our shepherd.
Right. I always wondered what I always wondered why what made, what was it like I know the core belief is that, everybody trying to go to heaven and, people trying to live right and be with God and stuff like that. But what's like, and I even asked my bro, sorry, y'all. I work night shift. It's like I don't get a lot of sleep, so but I even asked my bro like the core belief in that, like the core of their belief. What is it that y'all really believe in? What drives y'all? What's the core of the religion? And I mean, I get a lot of different answers, and some of them are kind of interesting. And then I get answers like, well, this is what I've been taught. This is what my grandma, my mama, my daddy, my uncle, my aunts, everybody in my life, they Christians. So, and sometimes it seems like, people are just Christians because they're Christians because they don't want to be shunned by their family. They don't want to be, look like as outcast and, oh man, you own this, you own that. Jesus go this, Jesus go that. Like, So I think it's more like a lot of people are still in Christianity for fear.
That's true to a certain degree, but here's the bottom line: it's all stemmed in. Yeah, it's all stemmed in fear. It's fear.
Right.
They don't want to lose their family. They don't want to lose their holidays. They don't want to lose their God. They don't want to lose their soul. They don't want to lose their salvation. They don't want to lose their blessing. They don't want to lose their eternal life. You understand? So they don't want to lose. Right?
Right.
So I forgot the name of that text that it says that if he's not willing to give up his life, he loses his own soul, right? What will the man give exchange for his own soul?
Right.
And it got you thinking that you have the power to give up your soul. What did you can give in exchange for something for your soul?
Right.
But Yah says that all souls belong to him. Both the parent and the child's life.
I sold my soul thing either. But
no, you can't. No, the bottom line is that your soul does not belong to you.
Right.
Yah says they belong to him. So if they belong to him, then it's not yours. You're not the maker of it. You're not the possessor of it. You're not the one who's been taking care of it. You're not the one who's been guarding. You're not the one who sent it. You're not the one who takes it away. So it doesn't belong to you. It belongs to him. So that's what people are afraid of. That's why I've been begging, and I'll say it again. I really want to get some people that have an opposing idea to what the Most High said, to bring them on so we can have a discussion. We could talk about why do they really believe what they believe? Like, what really is it? Because if it's really based on a belief system, meaning something that's for sure, then they should be able to have confidence and sit and have a conversation about it and share actual information that would be helpful to the hearer. But you can't even get them to even do that. But we'll see after this snap benefits. We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll talk after.
Them snap benefits, man. I'm telling you, them things is, man. They gonna have a lot of people out here getting hurt, man. Like, because I'm gonna say this. Hold up.
They're gonna get hurt. Hey, they're gonna be too hungry.
Right. I'm gonna say this, y'all.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Snap benefits are for those people who don't get them. They're gonna snap.
Right. They go snap. Let's just say this though. Hold up. Let me put my mic on so I can have. There you go. Hey, there you go. That sounds better, don't it? All right. So I'm gonna say this, y'all. And I'm gonna look in the camera too. If November 1st come and I'm in the grocery store and you try to catch me down bad, just know it's not gonna be nice for you. It's not gonna be nice. I'm not playing, and I will protect me and mine. You know, like y'all want to act a fool out here. Go ahead and act a fool, but do it on y'all time. Play with something that's safe. Like, don't play with these brothers and sisters out here that will go to the extreme to protect their family. Don't do that. So the best thing for y'all to do, the best thing for y'all to do is to stay in the house and pray to your Jeebus. Pray to your Jeebus and tell him and ask him to come help you. Like, I mean, if you a Christian, I'm not even trying to poke fun at Christians. I'm just saying some of y'all just like goofy. Like, and then there be some Hebrew Israelites that's goofy too. But we talking about the Christians now. And like they say, like the Bible say, you know, you can do all things through Christ that strengthen you. So, you know, if he made loaves of bread and fish come up out of nowhere, then I'll be damned if you can't do it too. Or at least try. You know, half y'all that on these snaps benefits, y'all been on there for generations. Your grandma was on there, then your mama, then now you. And y'all think that that's fine. That's not passing down generational wealth. It's passing down generational poverty and ignorance. Not even ignorance, because ignorance is not knowing, being in the not knowing. Y'all asses know. Y'all asses know better. Y'all know y'all got to get up, and then y'all crying about the little 20 hours they asking y'all to work a week. They ask you to work, 80 hours a month. 80 hours. It's people that work 80 hours in 2 weeks. More than that. And you crying about doing it for a whole month. Y'all need to get y'all lives together, man. For real. Like, and I just really feel that yeah, people are going crazy, man, and for no reason at all, you know. And
no, they're looking for an excuse, right? But
yeah,
I'm sorry for cutting you off. I guess we have a delay.
Good.
Here's the bottom line. Let's define what SNAP is for those who don't really know what SNAP is.
Okay.
And who qualifies for it. Okay, I know it's subject to every state, right? It's a federal program. Right. That's basically what it is. They give, according to California, they give SNAP benefits to people that have a certain amount of income. So even if they get their SNAP benefits, they still have some income. The money that they were using for food or rent may go for food now. The money that they were using for other things might have to be used for food. See?
Right.
So it's not like they're trying to starve them. They're just cutting down the amount of money that they were giving them, that they've been accustomed to using. So all the other money about going out and buying the brand new Nike tennis shoes and all this other sort of thing and all that kind of stuff, and all the extra movies, and and when you go to the store, you're buying stuff that you just feel like doing versus survival food. Then you're going to have to hone in and find out, well, what do we need to do now? So people that were getting these benefits were buying cupcakes. I've seen it on the videos. They're buying potato chips. They're buying all this kind of stuff. They're not buying real food. So the idea behind it now to kind of educate people, because remember, I'm not laughing that you're going to suffer. I'm laughing at the fact that you deceived because you want to play stupid and play dumb, like the Most High, right? So now that you're coming out into the reality, maybe you'll take what we're saying for food for thought, okay? And that is this. You need to start shopping smarter, okay? So whatever amount of money you get this time, you need to cut out the cereal that got the sugar in it, and you need to buy some oatmeal, okay?
Grits,
stuff like
instead
that. Or potatoes, okay? Or you need to buy the food that matters the most. You need to buy some beans, okay? Some beans and some rice, because that's how you're going to survive. You're not going to survive by buying taquitos or frozen foods. You have to buy real food that you're going to have to take the time to cook. So all the microwavable food that you've been eating and feeding your children, Hot Pockets, that's over with. Now you're gonna have to learn how to make some black eyed peas or make some red beans and rice, or some pinto beans or some navy beans or some split pea soup. You're gonna go to that with some rice and you'll be fine. Or some lentils. Hell, who knows? You might even get healthier. You're gonna lose some weight. You're gonna look better. It won't be all bad. It's the truth.
Right. Well, all I can say, y'all, is that buckle up. Like, we in for a long ride, and like we about to have one of those Game of Thrones winners. This winter is coming. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better be prepared, man. Like, and just know.
How is Flea Bottom going to prepare for that?
I don't know.
Since you mentioned the Game of Thrones, you talking about Flea Bottom. So how's Flea Bottom going to prepare? They're going to be at the King's Gate knocking and begging for food?
King ain't going for that.
Trump
King
is not
cut their water off.
Trump is not answering the door. Do you understand?
Oh.
It's going to be bad news. Yeah, but it's not. They're making a big deal. I don't think it's going to be bad. I think if anybody does do anything, they're just going to jail. It all is a setup, really, to take black people and throw them in prison.
Yeah.
Because they know the white folks ain't going to do. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the white folks know better. They ain't that stupid. They stupid, but they ain't that stupid.
You ain't seen a white person on TikTok or nothing yet. Yeah, they said, I'm going to knock you out, or I'm going to rob you, and I'm going to do all this.
Well,
I'm bringing somebody with me, and they go knock you out and all this kind of.
I've seen some white girls on there, but they ain't about it. Yeah, I see
they hang
white
around
girls
black people.
Right. They ain't about that life for real, man. They ain't ready to do that. Like, they ain't ready to get active like that, yo. Like, so I already know that ain't about to happen. But yeah, I seen some on there, and they acting like, people acting like this a big deal. Like, man, like you'll get your SNAP benefits on the first. So you ain't got no food now. Like, you coming into the first of the month with no food. Like, I seen the one white girl. She said she got 7 kids. You know how much her SNAP benefits was? $4,000. I said, what?
Yeah.
She said, I can't work. Yeah, I bet you can't work because you laying on your back. She got 7 different kids, 7 baby daddies.
She got $4,000.
Am I supposed to be sympathetic to that? Like, are we supposed to be sympathetic to a woman that has multiple baby daddies by multiple children by different baby fathers, and will not get up and even go work the menial job, man?
Hey, no, hold on. You know what's up? She got caught up in the game. She saw black people benefiting from it and thought she could play the game too. And she's getting more than what they get. She getting $4,000.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
As soon as that, but guess what? That benefits is just money for food. Mm-hmm. That's food money.
7 kids. You better be using that whole 4 bands.
Hey, personally, I think they're gonna crash the system. They're gonna crash the monetary system.
Yeah, I think they gonna do that too. I think they got something they're saying.
Yeah, they starting with the blacks.
Yeah, they got something in plan. So people, man, y'all better be careful, man, out here, man. These next coming months, like, I don't think
grocery shopping
magnitude, huh?
Hey, go grocery shopping early in the morning when the store open at 7 o'clock in the morning. You won't get robbed.
Right, when the old people there, the elderly and stuff, man.
Yeah, but that's when all the thugs and stuff, they're still asleep from
they
getting
sleep,
high and stuff all night. They don't get up until 10 or 11, so you can be able to get to the store, get your stuff, and get on.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
If you want to make it really easy, Yeah, order online and then go pick your groceries up when you get there and just walk out and then load it up in the
Right.
car. So if you get robbed, you hold them responsible.
Right. Yep. Yep. And they'll probably be the ones that get robbed, or not you.
Right.
Man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like people are talking a lot of crazy stuff, and I'm just like, man, it ain't even that serious, y'all. It's just really not like that serious. And I mean, y'all can't. People can make it to be that serious, but like I said, man, I fear the Most High, like He told me to. And Amos, I think that's what Amos chapter 5, verse 5, something like that. Yeah, told us don't fear them. Make me your dread. I'm your fear. I'm your dread. So we supposed to fear Him. Then why am I sitting here talking about what Trump doing? It's not. I don't get EBT. I haven't got it. Like, man, I remember one time I was out of work and I went to try to go get it because I was having a hernia surgery. And I was trying to get Medicaid and all that. Man, they gave, you know how much they gave me, bro? They gave me $20 in food stamps. $20. And the lady, they made me jump through 7 hoops just to get that $20. Like,
I'm sorry for laughing.
It is, but it's funny though. It's funny. And then like later on that year, my little cousin get out of jail. They get him $200. Because he just got out of jail. He a felon. That was when they was giving felons $200 for food stamps when they get out. Like, wow. I'm like, why y'all giving them food stamps? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need to go find a job. Like, man, food stamps was supposed to be for people that was working. It was supposed to be for people that wasn't working. It was supplemental cash and supplemental money for people that were working, that needed it. You fell up under a certain guideline of poverty. It wasn't that you didn't have no income. They switched it to not having no income in the 80s, but before then, it was supposed to be for working class people. But you know,
and for those who don't know what EBT is, it is a electronic benefits transfer. Okay, yep. It's a system that's distributing government benefits like SNAP, food stamps, and cash assistance using a debit-like card. It can also refer to earnings before tax, EBT, but that's for business owners, a financial metric that shows the company's profit from deducting income taxes. So whatever the context is, so the electronic benefits transfer.
Right.
So what they're telling you is that, you know, because I grew up on food stamps. Just so everybody know, I grew up on food stamps. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
And it was embarrassing because you would have these different colored dollars. Back in the day, you get a purple 5. Yeah. You got a copper colored $1 bill, and you got a green, a mint green 10, and a grape colored 5. And you know, you had all these different colors, and people would see them like, what color is this? And that doesn't look like money. So it was embarrassing. So what they did now is put it in the form of an electronic EBT card. So you think that they're giving out a regular debit card, when the fact of the matter is it's an EBT card, electronic benefits transfer card, that has benefits. So you mentioned earlier about the foreigners or the people from ICE. They were receiving a minimum of between $5,000 to $10,000 a month on SNAP benefits.
Wow.
You hear what I said? Between $5,000 and $10,000 a month. And that's from people who pay taxes. Your money is going towards them. So illegal aliens has been the reason why. Matter of fact, I don't know if you know, but the government is shut down because they're having problems voting on whether or not to continue benefits to the migrants and the immigrants. Illegal immigrants in the medical Obamacare, and the Democratic Party don't want to sign off on it because they don't want to lose that, because that's part of their constituency consists of having the illegal aliens and migrants. And so
Uh-huh.
if they cut that off, then there's really no reason for anybody to vote for the Democratic Party anymore.
Nope.
So if you want to blame anybody, technically it's not Trump. It's the Democratic Party that's causing these problems because they're trying to protect the illegal immigrants and migrants and their children by giving them benefits and having it funneled through the medical system.
Yep.
See? So that's why these problems are here. Okay?
They want to get, get illegal immigrants money.
Yeah, instead of you.
Illegal.
Yeah, instead of you. Illegal. And our people are so stupid that, and it's just telling the way it is, that they would rather make sure that they get the benefits because, you know, our people are so dumb that they what about them? Let's look out for them. Let's look out. They're always trying to help everybody else except for themselves. They like to beat and kill each other, but then they like to make sure that everybody else gets benefits. So, and they march for them. They're getting involved with ICE. They're protesting on their behalf. We're just some of the stupidest people on the face of this earth.
Like, man,
dumb
let them
hell,
people fight they battle. That's their battle.
Right. I'm not here for the Mexicans because they're not here for us when we're getting chopped down, and they're not protesting when we're getting killed or nothing. So the bottom line is a lot of this has to do with them, and our people are so just, I don't know what's wrong with us. I do. It's the curses that they can't see that it's the curse, that they're so blind that they can't see that they think by being inclusive of everyone that they're going to get more help and support, and nobody cares about you. So that's the fact of the matter. True. That's the truth. So I'm not saying that Trump cares about you but he's not in charge of the Democratic Party. I'm not saying that he cares. I'm not saying the Republican Party cares about you because they don't. I'm not saying the Democratic Party cares about you because they don't. I'm not saying the United States of America cares about you because they don't. I'm not saying that any one other nation cares about you because they don't. And you're so dumb and you're so stupid and so naive and so blind that you and I can't even see the very people that are around us don't care about you. And that's why I say the government shutdown is the best thing that ever could have happened when they don't have these. You're going to see how many people care about you in a few days.
Yep. What's the date?
And
today is the 25th.
You gonna see, Then you gonna see that the God that they serve ain't gonna help you because he's not gonna use them to help you.
Yep.
You gonna see that too. So this is great news, Abiah. This is great. What a great thing to talk about.
Hey, reporting live from Spit Your Truth podcast, Simon Studios, Y'all's One Entertainment. This is your boy Abiah, man, and your host Abiah, and our beloved brother Moreh Achi'ka. And hey, we talking about this, man. We gotta put this on the table because it's the elephant in the room, and it definitely has to be talked about. Like why y'all being stupid out here on these streets?
5 days, it ain't gonna be no elephant in the room no more. It's gonna be a giraffe, or it might be an ostrich. It ain't gonna be an elephant.
Right.
Oh, you see an elephant next to me in my video? You see my elephant? How funny! It's not gonna be an elephant. It's gonna be an ostrich.
Yeah.
You're gonna be starving to death. Okay. But when you starve, call out to your Elohim. Call out to the true and living Elohim. By the way, his name is Yod-Heh-Wahe. That's the initials of his name, which are never mentioned, by the way, not one time in the New Testament. That's why you don't know who you calling on. You don't know him.
No.
And that's why you calling on the God that you don't know, who don't know you.
But that's why
you know them. He's the Christian God.
Right. Yep. You calling out.
Who's the God of the White House?
Should have been Yosef.
Yeah. So, who is the God of the White House? Who's the God of Trump? Who's the God of the Democratic Party? Who is the God of the Republican Party? Who's the God of the United States government? Who is their God? Whose laws do they follow?
They don't follow the Most High, y'all. They don't follow them laws. No, no, no.
No, so it's not our God. So the bottom line is the Most High himself is going to introduce you to the God that you served. And he wants him to answer you. See if he can. So you'll know that there ain't nobody else but him. Hey, let me ask you something, Abiah. Will the Most High allow you to starve? Will he allow a person to starve?
I haven't seen nobody starve that was like doing what they was supposed to be doing, and they turned back to him. They weren't serving no idols, and they was, they kept the 10 words.
I'm not about them. I'm just talking about, but will he allow a person to go hungry? Maybe that's because in the Hebrew Bible it talks about when they were in the wilderness, he made them hungry. He starved them.
Yeah. But he told us that it's
he make you go. He'll put a hole in your stomach to prove. So that's
right. Huh? Yeah, we about to get proven.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna prove that every word, man don't live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of Yah's mouth. So you're gonna find out that it's not bread alone that you're supposed to live by. That's what you're gonna find out. The audience. You're about to find out that it's not based on snack. Man does not live on SNAP alone.
Yep.
He don't live on food stamps.
Yep.
Every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the living Elohim.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hey, y'all better get it together, man. This is the time and the season that we need to come together, that we need to be as a family, that we need to walk in solidarity with Yah, that we need to walk in his words and his light and his path. Because if we don't, we gonna be tore up and we gonna be destroyed. And you gonna be salty. You gonna be like all these people out here on TikTok and on social media crashing out, talking about they stamps and all that, but they ain't thinking about who suffices them every day. The rule of threes is that you got 3 hours before you in the wilderness. You got 3 hours before you got to get a like shelter. You can go 3 days without water, and you can go 3 weeks without food. Y'all better figure this out. Y'all better figure this out, man, because the Most High, like, hey, I'm sick of it. He's sick, and rightfully so. He got the right to be sick of us. He got the right to be sick and mad of us. Like, I would be too, honestly.
Yeah, let's be honest. You're right. He does have a right to be sick of us, right? So think about this for a second. He created humanity. He said that he regretted that he made human beings.
Yeah.
So he destroyed them. Okay. He flooded. He let a water come over all of them, take them out. All of them.
Uh-huh.
So when he gets tired, you know what I mean? So killing a couple of million people or thousands about hunger is not a problem for Yah. He doesn't have a problem with that.
That's light work. Yeah, that's light work.
That don't mean that's light work. That don't mean nothing to him. So when somebody, can a loving God do something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So can a loving God do this? Yeah, a loving God will allow it. That's what they don't know. Because the God that we serve as a living Elohim will allow you to put a hole in your stomach so you can wake up to who's in charge. You understand? So maybe this is what we need, don't you think? I think having the government shut down and SNAP benefits getting cut off, I think all of it is great.
Right.
Hey, let's look. Like, can we talk about some of the benefits of SNAP being cut off besides people not getting any food?
Yeah, let's talk about those.
Okay, so here's one of the benefits, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I think one of the benefits that we will see is that the family structure is going to have to get back together. I think women are not going to be throwing men out of the house as quickly as they like, when they know that without him, the government's not my daddy or my husband any longer, and I need a man. What do you think about that?
Yep, I need a man. That's why I said I made a post that the 2 for 3s and the 3 for 2s is coming back. Y'all need to stop playing. Like, man, they gonna be really like, man, I ain't throwing this man out. He take care of me. He this, man, we don't get SNAP no more, this and that. Yeah, we don't get government, and that's gonna be the reason why they it ain't gonna because they want to humble themselves or be be one with the man. Because I honestly think like you know what I'm saying, is this gonna be that they
want to be, you said instead of being humble, it's not because they don't want to be humble, they don't want to go hungry.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep. Just like the scripture say, you know what? 7 women go come into one man, and they go be talking about something. Take the reproach off my name. You know.
Listen, they go line up. Check this out. You know that there is 7 women per man. You know that.
Yeah.
They're gonna line up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: they're gonna say, "We just want to eat your bread." You just brought that out, right? Yeah. They say when they go to him, we need to eat. We'll do whatever we need to. Just give us some food.
Yep.
Just let us have somewhere. Let's have a name to protect them. You understand? So that is going to happen. All right. And bottom line is, though, the men that are going to be dealing with this may not want to deal with 7 women. Nope. They're going to beg him. Okay.
Yeah.
Please just let me be part of your household because I need something. See, I don't know if you know this or not, but the Most High allowed his people to go hungry and starve where they ate their own children in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter number 28.
Yeah.
Okay. So my initial question was, allow it to happen? Yes, he will. He will allow you to eat your own children, you guys. That's who you're dealing with. If you play around with him, you might end up, hey, look, we just had a baby. Where is it? I don't know. We ate him up. It might happen. It happened before.
We just had a baby. Yeah. Happened.
Where's the afterbirth at? She ate it. Where's the woman who turned around? They were so hungry. The woman said, "Let's the 2 prostitutes. We'll eat your baby today, and we'll eat mine tomorrow." Remember?
Yeah.
You don't know what it will come of this. You understand? But you're going to find out.
Right. You'll find out real soon, y'all.
The divorce rate will plummet overnight.
Right. Yeah, overnight. Yep.
Child support will go out the window.
Yep.
Come home. Let's work it out.
Man, I want to be a family. I really do love you.
I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to listen to you now.
Right.
You understand? Let's work together.
Right.
Okay, because look, I was teaching about this today. The woman having to be underneath her husband's authority is a curse.
Mm-hmm.
He cursed her and said that your husband, you're going to try to rule over him, but he shall be your ruler. The original plan was not for a woman to be ruled over. She was supposed to be a helper and a support to her husband.
Right.
They think it's a benefit for us ruling over them. We think it's an honor to rule over a woman. I'm going to tell you something. It's not an honor.
It ain't. Yeah.
Who wants to rule over somebody that don't want to be ruled?
And don't want to listen. Right.
Who wants that? I mean, the Most High is giving us an example with his people.
Right.
Who wants to rule over somebody that don't want to rule? Who wants to rule over somebody who's always trying to go against what you're saying or override what you just said?
Yep.
Do you know how the difficulty in that?
Man.
It's not a benefit to be a ruler or a husband over a wife that's like this. Who wants that?
Nope.
I don't want to rule over my wife. I don't.
Man.
I would rather for her to be a good partner and say, look, I'm here to support whatever we're going because you and I are one. So wherever you go, that's where I go. Wherever you live, that's where we live.
Right.
Whatever we eat is what I eat. Whatever you think we should go, we're going to go. Here's some advice. I think we should do this. You understand? Now I think we. See, so now the idea of a we is not plural because we is singular in its nature. It's first person common plural because that's what you say we. So it's not many in a sense of plurality. It's unification.
Unification, yep.
So I would rather be unified with somebody who is willing to go along with what the program is. This is what where we're going.
Right.
I'm the one who
That's
sets the
what's
agenda.
happening.
You're the one who supports it and give me the navigation. That's what your job is. That we work
Right.
together. Our jobs are very different. Our functions are different. See? So the
Mhm.
idea behind us ruling women, it ain't a pleasure to say I can 7 women because I get to lay with 7 of them. I got to feed 7 of them.
Yeah,
I got to deal
that's
with
too much
7
to
of them.
feel
I got
too.
to 7 of them I got to bathe or get the water for. 7 of them I got to hear and listen to them talking to me. 7 of them can potentially have 7 children. That's 49 children out of 7 people. What do I look like? What do I look like trying to control that? And trust me, it's not going to be a whole bunch of makeup going on when SNAP benefits is cut. Trust me, it's not going to be voluptuous. Trust me.
Right. Right.
There's going to be
It's
dark
a lot of
circles
ziggity
around
boo
your
out here.
eye. Yeah.
Man.
You're going to see rib cages, and then it's going to get real.
Yeah. He said you're going to see rib cages. Right. Right.
Then you're going to understand the idea where you came from, that you were made from the rib of a man when we start seeing these rib cages. That's not cute. That's the reality.
Right. Reality. Harsh reality. Harsh reality.
Hey, there won't be, hey, Shabbat will become real.
Man. Yeah, people really be
You don't
talking
need
about
the
some
Shabbat. Rest.
Man.
You're stressed out all week, and now all of a sudden, here's some rest for you. You're gonna need something. You're gonna need somewhere to go. You're gonna go to church, and what they gonna do? We don't have any food. Why? Food bank is cut down. Everybody took all the food.
Yep.
Are you gonna get the church? Oh, here's another benefit. Abiah, you tell me what's gonna happen to the modern day church.
People gonna
They're
stop
about to go
believing
broke.
in Christianity.
Yeah, there ain't no money there.
Yeah, people about to
It's not
stop
only gonna
believing
stop
in that. People
believing,
about to stop going to church.
they're gonna understand it. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, I've been going to this church and there's no food here, and I've been giving them my money.
Yeah.
So they're out the door. So Christianity is done for the black person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a definite.
What about Thanksgiving? How about Thanksgiving? What's going to happen with Thanksgiving? You think Thanksgiving is going to be celebrated? It's a pagan holiday.
I'm so glad
it's out the window.
It's out the window. Yeah, they
It's
all
another-
talking about that. No Christmas,
How about Christmas?
No Thanksgiving.
Hey,
Hey, it's out the window. I'm so glad.
They're going to be cooking honey glazed hams. Is that going to be popping on the table? No, that's gone.
Nah,
do you see all the benefits?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you see all the benefits?
I think we about to come out good on this, though. I think we are. Yeah.
I think so too.
I think we go come out good on this, y'all. Like we just gotta stay and keep our faith in the Most High, like, and just keep pushing and get out here and work, do something. Like, man, there's teenagers making millions on their phones, their cell phones right now, y'all. You mean to tell me you can't make a decent living to take care of your children off your cell phone, off of remote jobs? Stop playing.
If they're on it. They're on it all day. They're on their phone all day long.
Right. All day.
People are working the system. So here's the deal. You just brought up something very important. You said that there's teenagers out here making millions of dollars on their phone. So how could you feel sorry for somebody that don't want to go to work?
I don't.
Even their false. Hey, I'm going to refer them to a passage that's found in the Greek writings of the New Testament. You know what it says? If a man doesn't work, he shall not eat.
Right.
So I'm going to refer you back to the New Testament. If you don't work, you shouldn't eat. So I don't know why you think you're entitled to food because you just sit down and somebody's supposed to give it to you. Where does that happen? Does that happen in the only place I know that happens is a zoo?
Yeah.
Where you feed the animals, they don't have to work for it.
Right. Man,
so they're in cages. They can't see that, can they?
No, they can't see that. They need to get up and go do something.
Did you hear the truth that the Most High just brought out about the only people that are inside of the wisdom he just brought out? That the only time that people get fed like that is when they're in animals when they're in a zoo or they're in prison. Those when things are free to you.
Right.
You're thinking it's SNAP benefits, okay? But actually, this is your imprisonment. That's what it is. You're enslaved.
Mm.
Your mind, and you won't even work. And you think that what you're doing is good. You're all you are. You think you're free, but you're really an inmate. And
Mm.
now that the government is cut down, when the government closed down, you don't get anything. So that tells you who your daddy is, and it tells you who your husband is. It tells you who your the ones who love you. It tells you everything. It tells you who's in control. You're not in
Yep.
control. So
Yep.
if you don't get that from this snap thing, and you go snap, you go crash out.
Crash out.
You might
And then get
snap.
crashed out
Get
on.
any snap.
Yeah,
You
you
go
go get
snap because you
snapped.
don't. You go snap because you don't get no snap. You go snap at the grocery store. You go snap. Why are you snapping? Because I don't have no snap. What snap? What snap? Snap, 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 snap.
It's ugly. But you know, y'all, we just gonna say a prayer for everybody that really need it and that might not get it. Because there's a lot of people that need it and it helps. They not gonna get it. But I'm sure that they can supplement, you know what I'm saying? Like, because most of them, people that get it, they are working people. Most people that really need it are people that like disabled and working people that just can't, reach that threshold of food to get the food.
Yep, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. That's different. It's different for
and
children.
those are the
it's different
people
for
we're not
kids.
laughing. We're not laughing at y'all.
I'm laughing at the lazy people.
Yeah, the lazy ones. Our prayers go out to the people that really need it, and we pray that the Most High like are with y'all, and that He has that hand of protection, and and keeps your family fed. But to the ones that's y'all lazy and don't want to get up and let me point at the camera. The ones that's lazy don't want to get up and go do nothing. Hey, keep on crying and crash out, and catch me at the grocery store and see what I'm gonna do.
He said, he says, what it says in Solomon, in the words of wisdom, it says that the sluggard, right? Don't be a sluggard, right?
Yep.
Moving slow, but be an ant. Those who are wise are like ants. They're always moving. They never stop. They make things happen. So in our nature, in our very essence of humanity, we're always supposed to be making things and creating things and moving and working. That's what we got hands for, and that's what we got feet for, and we got legs and strength and muscles. It's not just to build your body up at the gym. It's not just to, show your behind off in a dress and point the camera and do a selfie with your breast out. That's not what this is about. What this is about, and even the bodybuilders are the guys who's always flexing their muscles and stuff. That your bodies are not meant to just be trophies or images in that fashion. It's supposed to be functional. How are you supposed to use it, right? So are you functioning correctly, or are you just trying to impress people with your body? The flesh is weak. The flesh has it's going to get old. It's going to deteriorate. So, the soul is what's in question, right? So we spend more time worrying about, what we look like versus who we are, right? And so, like the brother brought out earlier about how Yah's word is the word that, that gives us and supplies us what we need in order to continue to live. He says that man should not live by bread alone. So the people that are not going to get the SNAP benefits, they're about to find out that man cannot live by SNAP alone. He's not going to live by bread alone. He's going to have to live by something else. And you're going to have to find out what that word is that came, and that word that it came out from the Most High is not out of the New Testament. The Most High is never spoken in the New Testament whatsoever. So that ain't the word he's talking about. It ain't in the beginning was the word was with God, the word was God, the same was in the beginning was God. That's not the word that the Most High word he's talking about. Okay. What he's talking about is his commandment. Everything has to receive a command in order for it to respond. Without him giving the moon and the sun and the stars a command, they would not go on the circuits that they're on. If we didn't have the sunlight to provide us what we need, the ultraviolet light, for the vegetation, all this sort of thing, we would never have any food. It's by Yah's hand. So that's what it is. So again, our prayer is out to those who are definitely needed, like children, elderly, people like that. So I'm not laughing at what they're going to experience. I'm laughing at the fact that the sluggard and the person who has decided that they want to be lazy and don't want to do anything and take advantage of the system for people who really need it. That's just what it is.
Right.
Some, so I'm not
And I
laughing at
think,
anyone else's
and I ain't gonna
problem.
lie, and we go. I'm gonna say this. I think that I don't think that the people that really, really need it, I don't think they getting cut off. I think it's the people that's like working the system. Because you got to remember they done did the Doge and all that, and they done put Doge out there and made and basically it that's like getting the fraud out of there. So
Right.
they have been, huh?
Yeah, I said true. That's very true.
Yeah. So I think that's what it is. That they just getting the fraud, and then all the people that's been working the system, and come on, okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay. High five. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. Go ahead. I'm almost done. Go ahead. And like the people, I think that they just like the Doge just found out all these people that's been working the system, and now it's time for them to. That's why they like, yeah, because certain people only certain people getting those letters saying, hey, you gotta come work 20. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is getting that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you know that you got that, then you know that you one of those ones that Doge
Wait a
that
minute.
found out.
That's deep what you're talking about. So it's not on an accident. It was actually planned. During this
Yeah.
government shutdown, what we're going to do is issue out the letters to the people that we want to get into a work program. And so what they're going to do is they're going to save a lot more money because the people who get those letters are now going to be under that, and that's how they're going to receive their SNAP benefits. So it was a plan, and that's interesting that you brought that out. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah, they already knew what they was doing, man. So all I can say now is that people, y'all be careful out here, and just stay prayed up, stay with the Most High, follow those 10 words, and make sure that you are walking blameless. That in any situation that goes on with you and another person, that you are the one that's blameless. That you can't be blamed for your wicked actions if you didn't do no wicked actions. If you ain't do nothing wicked, you ain't did say nothing wicked, you ain't been in no messed up situation with no person, you good. Keep on walking in that light, keep on moving, and just know our prayers are with you, but to y'all lazy ones, hey, no empathy at all. No empathy, no sympathy. Like they've been telling y'all that they've been wanting to cut SNAP benefits for decades. And y'all still in now 2025, now y'all 5 days away from getting it cut and y'all want to cry. They've been telling y'all decades. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. They've been telling you. I want to conclude by saying to you that if you don't know that the Elohim, or what they call the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, if you don't know who he is, you need to find out. Okay. He's not found in the New Testament. His name is never mentioned. His name is mentioned 0 times. 0. Zippo. Okay. Now, one time is the Most High's name, which they call Yahweh. Some call him Yahuwah or Yahweh. If his name is not mentioned, not one time in the New Testament. And that's because they don't want you to remember his name. Now, I'm not saying if you don't, because if you were following Yah's law and the Torah, you wouldn't be taking advantage of SNAP. So he said the people that are lazy, which I agree with. So here, let me tell you the idea of a lazy person. Very simple. If you're lazy, that is a sign that you're an idolater. You're an idolater. That's what led you to your laziness, is idolatry. I know you can't make a connection between the image because you think idolatry is just an image. I don't have any images besides Santa Claus in my house or a Christmas tree. Right. You are involved in idolatry, which led you to your laziness. Because Yah's people understand that we cannot be lazy. We understand that we don't take advantage of things like that. We understand between what is right and what is wrong. The brother said that, he didn't. It's like he almost quoted Psalms 1 without even quoting it. Blessed is the man that does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly. nor does he sit or walk in the ways of sinners in the path of the wicked, right? Neither does he sit in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the Torah of Yahweh. In his Torah he delights day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water and bring forth his fruit in its season. Right? But the wicked are not so. They're like the wind which the chaff blows away, the chaff which the wind blows away. Yahweh knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked, they will not be able to, he doesn't know their way, and they will not stand up in the judgment. Right. So this is a difference between the wicked and the righteous. If you're in idolatry and you don't worship and follow the Most High, you're wicked. And because you're wicked, and wickedness basically means this. It doesn't mean Halloween's coming up, so you put on a costume with red horns and a devil's outfit. It means that you've gone and left the correct path. Right. The Yah has outlined. It means you veered off and you went to another path. So what he's asking for us to do is to come back. I used to be wicked. I turned from my ways. Read Ezekiel 18 and to tell you how you as a wicked person can change, and he doesn't want you to perish. So he just asks us to change our path and change the direction and course that we've been on. So you need to change. That's what you need. You need to come out of idolatry. That's what it is. And that's what this is all about. Yeah. Great topic. So I say Shabbat Shalom to you.
Oh, yeah. All praise to the Most High. This is your host, Abiah. This is the Spit Your Truth podcast host, brought to you by Yah's One Entertainment and the Assignment Studios. And this is the Sabbath Talk with Moreh, Achi'ka, our beloved brother. I just had to talk about this because I felt like it was something that, that would have been a good topic. And I felt that a lot of people needed to hear some of the stuff that we was talking about. So all praise to the Most High, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Sabbath, the rest of y'all Sabbath. We love y'all. Peace.
You built this defiled nation up off our backs, yo. 400 years, but sweat and tears can't get that back, no. Matter of fact, you need to pay us what you owe us. Keep your acres and your mules, man. Let's let y'all people go. America was never great. It's the home of mistreated slaves. They packed us on wooden boats and set sail over Atlantic waves. They beat us and raped us and gave us idols to praise. Shorter than our time of existence because we turned from Yah's way. But now they putting drugs on planes and boats and shipping it to America Post. Distributed coast to coast, infest the hood and taste say no to drugs. Hypocritical slogans like up with hope and down with dope. They tell you to go and vote, but you think that matter, it really don't. Obama paid the way to legalize rights for gays. He signed off on the NDA, so now due process done away. Trump gave the stimulus check, but did what they did next. They locked the country down and now our immune system's out of whack. They pushing COVID virus vaccine made in only 12 months. Like Evil Knievel, they pulling stunts. You know they trying to get rid of us. You're history for the blood and dust, but you know you really scared of us. So please tell me how you plan to make North America great. You built this defiled nation up off our backs, yo. 400 years, but sweat and tears can't get that back, no. Matter of fact, you need to pay us what you owe us. Keep your acres and your mules, man. Let's let y'all people go. It's churches on every corner and stores owned by Ishmael. The Jew man run up music, follow the rules, and nobody sells. They lock us in tiny cells on the streets, always give us hell. We boycott and we riot, but the mission has always failed. On the news and suspect topics, giving illusions.